Hello everyone, we're back again. This time we're going to be working in Word 2016 Module 2, editing documents. And we're going to use the starter file, WD2-1. And so I'm in the midst of saving that off, and I'm going to actually open it. And okay, so this is our starter file. And we're going to begin working on page Word26, and the first thing we're going to work with is cut and paste text. Okay, in the instructions it's asking us to start Word with a blank document and then to open up the file location where we saved the starter file, but since we already have it, we're going to go ahead and move forward with our starter file, and which means we can now go ahead and go to step 2. And on the File tab, we're going to choose Save As, and then we're going to find where we're going to save it on the computer. We're going to name it WD2-Lecture-PR. So let's do Save As on the File tab, and we're going to browse and find the location where we're going to save it. Actually, this is where I was going to save it in Word Docs. Okay, and we're going to rename that WD2-Lecture-PR. So let's just get that done. Okay. First thing we're going to do is under Contact we see Mary Watson, and we've learned a little bit about how to select text. So I'm going to select Mary Watson and ask us to replace Mary Watson with our name. Okay, the next thing we're asked to do is to click in the Show Hide button in the paragraph group, and that will be on the Home tab. So on Home tab we're going to see the paragraph group, and then we're going to select the Show Hide. Okay. In step 4, we're going to select Alaska Guide Michael Coonan, including the comma and the space after it in the third body paragraph. So let's move down until we see 1, 2, 3, and okay, we have Alaska Guide Michael Coonan and the comma and space behind it selected, and then we're going to click on the Cut button in the clipboard group. So up on the Home tab in the clipboard group, we're going to select Cut. We're going to place insertion point before African, but after the space in front in the first line of the third paragraph. So let's go down to 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to choose Paste from the clipboard group. Okay, so that pastes the words we've just recently cut. Okay, now we're going to press and hold Control and click the sentence. Ticket prices include lunch in the fourth paragraph, and then release the control. Okay, we've selected that, including the period. We've released the control. Then we're going to press and hold the mouse button over the selected text and drag the pointer we're going to drag the pointer vertical line to the end of the fifth paragraph between the period and the paragraph mark as shown in figure 2-2 on the opposite page. So I'm checking that out. Okay. Okay, so I've dragged it to the vertical line. See, and I'm dropping that. Okay. Between the period and the paragraph mark. Okay, so that's where we left it. Okay. We release the mouse button. So deselect the text and then use your save button. Okay, next we're going to move to page Word 28. Okay, for step 1, we're going to select San Diego Luncheon in the headline. So we're going to select it, and I'm just going to drag to select it. Okay, and then we're going to use the copy button in the clipboard group on the home tab. And then I'm going to place the insertion point before season in the third paragraph. So down 1, 2, 3, and here's season. And then I'm going to use the paste button. Okay, so you notice this, we've got a little icon right here. And so you got a paste options button. And you notice that when we pasted it, the text looks really too large for that paragraph. So we're going to use the paste options button, and we're going to choose to keep the text only. And you see that actually looks much better. Okay, next we're going to move down to step 4, and we're going to select the www.r2g.com in the 5th paragraph. So we're going to come down here and we're going to select it. Okay, I don't want that backslash, that forward slash I should say. Okay, and we're going to hold the control, and we're going to take and drag it down with the until we get to the last paragraph, placing it between cite and the period. So cite and the period, yes. And we're going to release. Okay, and then we're going to place the insertion point before the www. Okay, in the last paragraph, and then we're going to type at, followed by a space. Okay, and then we're going to save the document. Okay, next we're going to move over to page Word 30, and we're going to look at the dialog box launcher in the clipboard group on the home tab. So here's your home tab, here's the clipboard group, and this is the dialog box launcher. So you'll see one of these in several places throughout your ribbon. So that's going to open up an extra dialog box, which will give you some other formatting options. So we're going to select the launcher for clipboard, and here we go. We get a pane. Okay, so we're going to select San Diego Union Tribune Travel Editor, including the space after the period in the last paragraph. We're going to right-click the selected text, then click Cut on the menu that opens. So we're selecting that entire paragraph, entire sentence, and then we're going to right-click. Okay, and then we're going to use Cut. So you notice that that's been added. Okay, and then we're going to select the sentence A detailed schedule is, which is the other sentence that was left there, including the paragraph mark. Okay, so that tells us where we need to start. And so we're going to get all of that. And we're going to right click again and cut. Okay, so we have a couple of things in our. Okay, step 4. We're going to come down in a second paragraph, and we're going to place the insertion point after quarter, but before the paragraph mark. So here we go. See if I can get that in there. So at the right insertion point. And then we're going to click on the San Diego Union Tribune. Okay, so here we are. And we're going to use that item from our clipboard. Okay, next we're going to place the insertion point at the end of the third paragraph after Juong. Okay, so make sure I'm at the right insertion point. Okay, and then click Detail Schedule from our clipboard. Okay, so that added that in. And then select the fourth paragraph, which begins with the sentence, "This is the first event." Okay, so here we are. So select the fourth paragraph. Okay, we've included the paragraph mark. So we're going to now place the insertion point at the beginning of the third paragraph before our. Okay. And then we're going to click the paste button in the clipboard group. So we've just recently cut that, and we're going to hit paste. Okay, I think I have it in the right place. I think I had it in the wrong place. No, this looks right. Okay, now we're going to click paste. Okay, now we need to press the backspace button. Okay, that puts us all in the same paragraph. Okay, we're going to place the insertion point at the end of the third paragraph after www.r2g.com and before the paragraph mark. So here we are. And we're going to press delete twice because we have some extra paragraphs in there. So 1, 2. Okay, that looks much better. Then we're going to select the Show Hide button to deselect it. And that's up under the paragraph group. And then we're going to move over to our clipboard. And we're going to Clear All button. And then we're going to close it with the X. Okay, and then we're going to use Control Home keys to go back to the top of our document. And then we're going to save our document. Okay, I'm going to start the next video, but we're going to begin that on page Word 32, so you'll need to move to part 2 for Module 2 in the Word 2016.